Okay, so question 3 on paper 2 is a area question, all right? And this diagram shows a shaded shape formed by 3 semicircular arcs. The radius of each semicircle is shown in the diagram. All right, so calculate the perimeter of the shaded shape overall. All right, so I'll start with this part here, okay? All right, I want to find the length of this here. First thing I should write is what the circumference of a circle is. So circumference, this was given to you in your log tables now, of a circle, all right, is 2 pi r. 2 times pi times the radius. And it says that it wants my answer in terms of pi, so I don't need to make this 3.14 or anything like that. So 2 pi r. All right, so let's find what would have been the radius of, say, this circle here. All right, so I'll call that circle, I'll call this circle 1. All right, I'll call this guy with a radius of 4, I'll call him, all right, circle 2. All right, and then the guy with the radius of 6, the overall big circle that's there, I'll call him circle 3. Okay, so let's start with circle 1. Radius in this case is 2, so it's going to be 2 pi times the radius, which is 2, all right, which gives me 4 pi, but we only want half of it, all right, we only want that semicircular arc, so I divide it by 2 and I get 2 pi. Okay, let's have a look at circle 2. All right, so circle 2 has a radius of 4, so it's going to be 2 pi times 4, which gives me 8 pi. But again, I only want the semicircular part, so I divide by 2, and that gives me 4 pi. Finally then for circle 3, we have 2 pi, and the radius this time is 6, which gives me 12 pi. 2 times 6 is 12. Divide that by 2, gives me 6 pi. Add those guys all together and you get 12 pi, and just make sure you get your units right. It's in centimeters. 12 pi centimeters would be this whole perimeter here. Okay. Part B, part 1. Calculate the area of the shaded shape. So this time I'm looking at area of a circle. Okay. And the area of a circle is pi r squared. So I am going to find the area of this whole, if you look at this here, right, basically, if I was to complete this whole, if I found the whole area of this circle, half of this whole circle is shaded and the other half wouldn't be. So if I find the area of the full circle, and by the full circle I mean circle 3, where the radius is 6, so it's going to be pi multiplied by the radius, which is equal to 36 pi centimeters squared. Now that would have been the area of the whole circle, so I divide that by 2 and I get 18 pi centimeters squared. All right, and that is B part 1. B part 2, the shaded shape is made of metal 1.6 millimeters thick. Little curveball here, lads. They've decided to say millimeters instead of centimeters. So everything has been in centimeters so far, and now it suddenly decides it wants it in millimeters, and it wants the volume of the metal used to make up this shape, it wants it to the nearest cubic millimeter. So your best bet here is to change this guy into millimeters. All right, so let's have a look. If we, or no, actually even easier than that, if we take the 18 pi, all right, so 18 pi, which is the area, okay, so you kind of, I don't know how clear this will come across, but if you have this guy here, all right, and then we kind of give him a little bit of a three-dimensional aspect here, all right, we know this whole area is 18 pi, and then we know that this is 0.16 centimeters, okay, because that's the same as 10 or 16 millimeters. So 18 pi multiplied by 0.16 is equal to 2.88 pi centimeters cubed, all right, which is approximately equal to 9.05 centimeters cubed, but we don't want the answer in centimeters cubed, we want it in millimeters cubed, so you multiply by 100. Okay, now you might be asking yourself, hold on a minute, sir, did you not say that there's 10 millimeters in a centimeter? Surely you multiply by 10, but actually because it's three-dimensional, it ends up being multiplied by 100. If you want me to clarify that for you, come up to me and I'll tell you, but basically for volume you need to multiply by 100 if you want it in millimeters, so you get 905 millimeters cubed. And that was question 3.